Prime, apparently one of the best hydration drinks.
We have created the best tasting drink on the market that is actually better for you, that actually hydrates you.
So to test that,
I'm in the middle of a desert.
And I'm gonna be here for the next 24 hours.
With no water, with no food. I will only have one thing, Prime.
And on top of that, I'm gonna be doing military fitness training to see if I get dehydrated at all. But before anything, I had to try Prime for myself.
That's freaking delicious.
And I thought the best first thing to do was
Explore out here.
Then I took my first pee of literal hundreds, and I was off to exploring. I found a big rock, and like any man when he sees a big rock, he climbs it.
I did it.
With it being only an hour in, I was somehow hungry. I started seeing things I really shouldn't be, but most importantly, I was lonely. I needed to find a friend before I started these intense fitness challenges that would almost kill me.
He's beautiful. This is really my only friend out here, Jeffrey.
And after not too long, we were best friends. And knowing I would be exhausted later, I thought it would be a good idea to create a shelter now.
I have to think about tonight for the wind, because it's gonna be pretty bad.
I found a pretty flat area with absolutely no bushes, which I was terrified of because I thought snakes would come out and eat me alive. And I built a rock wall there to block the wind. I found a bunch of random stuff to complete my base, and it was done.
Welcome to my crib. Here, come in. You walk in, and you got these nice two walls, honestly. We got, of course, our Prime. Couldn't do this without it.
But I had messed around enough.
I have explored. I've built shelter. I have peed at least 15 times. But it's time to do what we came here for, and that's to truly test the hydration power of Prime.
So I began the military training program, starting with push-ups. 4 sets of 40 seconds, absolute max. But I doubled that.
The sun beating down on me. Ooh, I gotta see how good Prime really is.
After nearly 200 push-ups, I was extremely dehydrated.
I feel like I'm slowly dying, but and with that, I'm at 100 energy. Shit's bussin'.
While I felt pretty good, it was about to get a lot harder, especially with what was about to happen.
In case I didn't explain this earlier, the desert I'm in is actually owned by my good friend airrack. He bought this land for literally anyone to use and anyone to come to.
Oh, hey. Do you have any Prime by chance?
This is a little easy for me. So I'm wondering if you might have a challenge.
Oh, you want this harder?
Oh yeah, it's easy.
Challenge is that from now on, you have to drink every Prime in a shoey. So you have to drink it out of your own shoe from now on for the rest of the video. Take your shoe off.
How disgusting this is?
Well, it wouldn't have been disgusting if you washed your feet. You're kind of a you problem. So just for example, so you're gonna wanna go ahead and just drink. Hurry, 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 chug it, chug. He's losing so much Prime. That's hydration. You said you're an alpha chat. I thought you could take it.
That's true. I'm an alpha. You know, thank you. Thank you.
Have fun doing that for the next, what, 18 hours?
Well, I'll see you, I guess, around.
Nah, you won't see me.
What the heck just happened?
I think I was hallucinating from being in the desert too long, but never mind that. The sun was going down rapidly as it was getting colder and hungrier. I was about to be pushed to my absolute limits.
Significantly got colder. The good thing is sun comes up at 6, but that's about 12 hours from now. It's for you, Eric. Oh.
Me and my right shoe were now freezing with Prime, but I had no idea if it worked. So I had to finish my fitness challenges to truly test Prime.
The hunger is kicking in so much. I'm just feeling this random path. So I'm 0.5 miles away. I just turned back, but I turned around and there's 2 different ways to go. And this is really scary. I keep hearing things in the bushes. So I hope I chose the right path.
I literally couldn't see anything and I had no idea where I was. At this point, I was extremely scared.
I'm literally pooping my pants right now, praying to God I can make it back. By some luck, I found my way back. This is so terrible. Oh my gosh, help me, Jeffrey.
The run kept me warm, but it didn't last long, so I began doing thousands of jumping jacks.
It's freezing and I keep hearing noises off that way. I'm legitimately terrified. They saw coyotes earlier. One thing Eric did tell me is, don't die on Mafialand, because that would be an L for everyone.
I was trying to sleep for hours, but I kept getting too cold and hearing noises that genuinely terrified me. I really didn't want to die, so I ended up going to the house, but it was still freezing there, so I had to do thousands more jumping jacks. Just woke up, it's freezing outside, but I have 4 hours left. At this point, I felt absolutely miserable, and I don't even think I tested Prime. I just simply had not drinking water or eaten for a few hours. So I had to exhaust myself by doing these last 3 challenges to prove once and for all that Prime was actually a good hydration drink. I started out with sit-ups, 4 sets by 80 seconds.
2 down, 2 to go.
My stomach felt absolutely obliterated because I hadn't eaten in 22 hours, and I had around 10 Prime sloshing around in there. But I finished.
1 hour, 13 minutes left.
Now that I was actually starting to get dehydrated, I could finally test Prime, but my hardest challenge was just up ahead. 3 more miles of my run. I was extremely hungry, tired, I had no energy. So after this, I would know once and for all if Prime legitimately worked.
My body is just aching. I came here to conquer. And conquer is what I want. I'm letting my mind go to a complete different place. My body does not feel normal. My legs are cramping and giving out. I see the end. Yes!
I did it. Spending this time and doing those challenges in the desert was legitimately one of the most hardest and most painful things I've done. But throughout this entire challenge, there was not one time where I felt dehydrated, which means Prime legitimately worked. But I finished the last Prime as the time went off. This was extremely miserable, so please like and subscribe.